Ladies and gentlemen, WWE once again is going back to Saudi Arabia to present Night of Champions. And as of right now, I think this actually might be the final card. There are actually 6 matches on the show. So let's not waste any time. With what I heard, both King and Queen of the Ring matches will actually be a part of the first hour of Night of Champions. As the first match I want to talk about, it is the King of the Ring finals. It is Obafemi versus Jey Uso. Now, I've mentioned this many times, but if you aren't aware, the 2026 King of the Ring and even the Queen of the Ring is a disaster. The way that WWE has been booking the King and Queen of the Rings have been awful. It's not who we were expecting. For Obafemi, this is a really big opportunity for this man, as he's been on the main roster for about 6 months? Yeah, I believe that he has been around for 6 months now. And he's already getting a big opportunity, potentially, to beat Jey Uso, who's a veteran at this game, in the King of the Ring finals. Now, Jey Uso, everybody was hating on this man. Even I was. Not to say that I hate Jey Uso. I love Jey Uso. I just hate the way that WWE is booking him right now. Jey Uso beat LA Knight, Royce Keys, and Finn Balor in the first round. And then in the semifinals, he beat Javon Evans to get here. And Jey Uso on social media, can somebody take this dude's phone away? Because he just loves to troll the IWC. I'm going to say this, and I'm only going to say this once to Jey Uso. Please do not worry about the IWC. I don't think you should even care. But apparently you do. But just focus on winning the King of the Ring and don't worry about what the IWC has to say. Now the question is, who wins this match? And this is where the problem begins. There are many ways that Jey Uso can beat Obafemi, because I know he can't do this by himself. And I say that because he's going to end up getting Jacob Fatu, Jimmy Uso, probably Roman Reigns if he wants to show up there. We could even have Solo Sikoa show up. You guys saw what he did on Monday Night Raw. We could even see LA Knight interfere in the match, because LA Knight has been having problems with the bloodline. And the thing that I'm most afraid about is Brock Lesnar. He could interfere during the match. And that's what I don't want. What I want is for Brock Lesnar to attack Obafemi to then have somebody replace him. I pitched this idea, some other people have pitched this idea, for maybe CM Punk to return. Some people even said Randy Orton could return. Now I'm saying this about Brock Lesnar, I'm saying this about LA Knight, I'm saying this about the Bloodline interfering, Solo Sikoa, probably the MFTs as well. Obafemi versus Jey Uso might be the most overbooked match since WrestleMania 40, when Roman Reigns took on Cody Rhodes and Cody Rhodes finished his story and everything was overbooked. We could see this again. Who wins this match? I'm going with Obafemi, because I'm pretty sure Obafemi can overcome all the odds, even Brock Lesnar. And I'm picking Obafemi because I don't want to see King Jey Uso, I don't want to see King Yeet, I don't want to be seeing Jey Uso versus Cody Rhodes at not WrestleMania, SummerSlam for the WWE title. Well, Cody Rhodes is defending the title here on Night of Champions, or whoever the WWE champion. You get it. You get it. I don't want to be seeing Jey Uso versus Roman Reigns. We've done that already. Come on, move on. That's what WWE/TKO refused to do. So yeah, the idea that I have, and I'm pretty sure everybody has said this, Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar, night 1 of SummerSlam. Since SummerSlam is now 2 nights. Obafemi versus Roman Reigns. Or maybe Obafemi versus whoever the WWE champion is. It could be a huge plot twist. We would think that he would be going after Roman Reigns. What if he goes after Cody Rhodes or Sami Zayn or Gunther? I wish I had the pen and paper so I should know what to book next. So the next match I want to talk about is the Queen of the Ring finals, as Io Sky will be facing the Women's World Champion, Liv Morgan. And here we have another problem. Liv Morgan being in the tournament does not make any sense. Did any of you guys see Liv Morgan's reaction to her being in the tournament at the Clash in Italy post show or whatever it was. She was as confused as we were. But the only reason why Liv Morgan is in this tournament is because she also wants Rhea Ripley's title. And as of right now, Rhea Ripley is injured. But is Rhea really injured? Or is she actually dealing with visa issues? Since I heard that was a thing. So Liv Morgan is in this because she beat Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, and Chelsea Green in the first round. And then in the semifinals, she beat Charlotte Flair, who was my pick to win the Queen of the Ring. But WWE said, no, we were not going to do that. And as for Io Sky, she beat Julia, Roxanne Perez, and Lash Legend in the first round. And in the semifinals, she beat Raquel Rodriguez. Now, I have an idea here, and I hope WWE does this. Liv Morgan only cares about herself. Well, not really, because she also cares about Raquel as well. But apparently, she hasn't been caring about Roxanne Perez. Last Monday on Raw, when Liv Morgan broke the internet once again, Liv was telling Raquel, go after the Women's Intercontinental Champion. And then Roxanne, who's just back there, saying, but what about me? And then Liv Morgan just completely ignored her. Completely. She only cared about Raquel, JD McDonough, who got electrocuted by Danhausen, and Dominic Mysterio. How did I forget about Dominic Mysterio? If Liv is just gonna ignore Roxanne just completely, like not even caring about her, then why should Roxanne still be in the Judgment Day? I'm thinking that Roxanne screws Liv Morgan out of the Queen of the Ring tournament. She could be telling her, you've been ignoring me for the past number of weeks. I'm not gonna deal with this anymore. So Roxanne screws Liv out of the Queen of the Ring. Liv gets frustrated, which could set up a match either at Saturday night's main event or SummerSlam. I would say SummerSlam is the better option here. So who's winning this match? Well, I just told you how it's gonna happen. I'm picking Io Sky. And Io Sky could either face Liv Morgan again, or maybe Rhea Ripley. Because remember, Rhea has never beaten Io. And Io could beat Rhea Ripley again to win the Women's Championship. Now the next match I want to talk about, finally I can say this, is for the Women's United States Champion, as Tiffany Stratton, the current champion, will be facing, again, Jade Cargill. You know, I don't even want to waste my time with this. The Women's United States title has been booked like shit. And no wonder the Women's United States title has not been on any PLE ever since its introduction. No, I'm not counting Saturday night's main event. And once again, we are getting another rematch. Yes, I'm saying another rematch because they fought many times already. Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill, they already fought like 5 times. I've said this so many times about Jade Cargill. She's not good. And if they're gonna end up giving Jade Cargill the Women's United States title, the Women's United States title will be dead in the water. You know what? Not even. The Women's United States title was dead on arrival. Chelsea Green couldn't make it relevant. Zelina Vega couldn't make it relevant. Julia couldn't even make it relevant. Even Tiffany Stratton. I'm sorry, but I just don't like the Women's United States title. And do you think that Jade Cargill is going to make the Women's United States title relevant? Bruh, come on. Who do I see winning? I see Tiffany Stratton winning. Jade Cargill doesn't need another title. I don't even want to see Jade Cargill on my TV screen anymore. But we're going to have to see her more often since she's probably going to be used for SummerSlam. The next match I want to talk about is for the Men's United States title, as Trick Williams is defending the title against Ricky Saints. Now the story is that Ricky Saints is currently in a feud with Carmelo Hayes. He wants the United States title. Carmelo Hayes also wants the United States title. So they had a couple of matches together, and they've scored wins against each other. And I don't think Trick Williams was even doing anything around this time. So then they ended up running back one more match between Ricky Saints and Carmelo Hayes. This time, it was to determine the number 1 contender to face Trick Williams at Night of Champions. And here we are. Ricky Saints hasn't been getting the best reactions whenever he comes out ever since he got called up to the main roster. You get me? And as for Trick, well, you guys already know. And I've seen both of these guys feud in NXT, Ricky Sainz was the babyface and Trick Williams was the heel. Even though crowd was still chanting "whoop that trick," they had great matches with each other. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a good match here. So who wins this match? I'm going with Trick Williams. I don't think he loses the title anytime soon. And this could probably set up Carmelo Hayes getting involved, screwing Ricky Sainz out of the title, and then we'll probably get Trick versus Melo at Saturday night's main event. Ricky Sainz doing the same thing Carmelo Hayes did here. And then we could probably get a freaking triple threat match for the US title at SummerSlam. I don't know, but the US title picture as of right now is looking pretty good. Now the next match I want to talk about is Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker, as this will be their third match, hopefully their final match together. But this time, this match will be inside a steel cage. Now this all started when Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker fought on the Raw after Clash in Italy. Braun Breaker was pissed off how he accidentally speared Paul Heyman through the barricade, and Seth Rollins getting the victory. On the next episode of Monday Night Raw, Seth Rollins was a part of the King of the Ring tournament as he was facing Javon Evans, Tala Tonga, and Ricky Sainz. And it led to the Vision getting involved with Austin Theory and Braun Breaker, screwing Seth Rollins out of the King of the Ring tournament. Rollins demanded another match with Braun Breaker, but this time it'll be inside a steel cage. Now, as of last Monday night on Raw, Braun Breaker was defending the World Tag Team titles along with Austin Theory to face the Street Profits for the titles. And obviously, knowing the Vision, there was going to be some shenanigans. Logan Clown, who somehow made a return, was going to give Austin Theory brass knuckles until Joe Hendry came out. Now, we haven't seen Joe Hendry in about a month. So he chases Logan Clown out of the building, and then Austin Theory was about to get the brass knuckles until Seth Rollins came out. He comes from the crowd, he takes away the brass knuckles from Austin Theory, strikes him, and then leaves. Braun Breaker sees this and starts to go after Seth Rollins into the crowd, but this leads to the Street Profits becoming the new WWE World Tag Team Champions. And now, we're here. Who wins this match? I want to say Braun Breaker, but I'm gonna have to go with Seth Rollins here. Because the original plan that I had was Seth versus Breaker in the finals of the King of the Ring. Now, if Jey Uso ends up winning and goes after Cody, then I guess this is an opportunity for Seth Rollins to fight Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. If not, then are we just gonna continue with this Vision Vortex? I've heard that recently, and I'm like, that sounds really cool. Now the last match, which is going to be the main event, it is a triple threat match for the WWE Championship as Cody Rhodes defends the title against Gunther and Sami Zayn. Now the story is that Gunther got screwed out of the WWE Championship and he wants a rematch against Cody Rhodes. So the rematch ended up happening, but there was a catch. There was going to be a special guest referee. Who was that special guest referee? Sami Zayn, who has now started to get into this WWE Championship picture. So we get the match. Sami Zayn is calling everything down the middle, as per usual. Gunther gets screwed again by Sami Zayn because Gunther obviously has a problem with Sami Zayn. Why would you even have a problem with Sami Zayn when you're the one that had the idea? Stupid, right? So Sami does a fast count and it was over. Gunther started complaining to Nick Aldis. Sami Zayn started to complain to Nick Aldis. Cody Rhodes wasn't having it, and he wanted a rematch. So the rematch happens, and then Sami Zayn just gets involved to cause even more chaos. And Cody Rhodes had the idea to do a triple threat with him, Gunther, and Sami Zayn. But you gotta remember, Cody Rhodes does not have to be involved in order to lose the WWE Championship. So who wins this match? I'm actually going with Sami Zayn. Now, I don't think he would win now, but it would be very shocking to see Sami Zayn win the WWE Championship, especially when he's super over in Saudi Arabia. But honestly, I would like to see Sami Zayn go into SummerSlam as the WWE Champion. But what about Cody and what about Gunther? well, they can't do another match together. Cody might want a rematch. Gunther might want a rematch. I don't know. Maybe this could lead to Jey Uso, if he wins the King of the Ring, to face Sami Zayn at SummerSlam. I don't know. But you know what? I'm going with Sami Zayn. No matter what WWE does next, I'm going with Sami Zayn to win the WWE title. But that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. That is my Night of Champions predictions. What are your Night of Champions predictions? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, tap the notification bell for more videos. Follow me on Twitter at Show, and I'll see you in the next one.